saw a fantastic documentary a few weeks ago, produced right here in New Mexico by some people who really cared about this and getting the word out. It was very surprising to me. The interviews were very interesting, and the two people behind it primarily are right here with me, and that is Jerry Lynn Weinstein Matthews, who's a therapist, and husband Michael Matthews.
The video is about men being raped in the military. I was raped in the military when I was 19 in 1974, and I never told anybody for 30 years. And when I finally came forward, I told it in a counseling session. It was the counselor actually kind of baited me into telling her. Just asked me in the middle of a session, "You want to tell me about your rape?" And I says, I just told her.
Because she picked up on it?
She picked up on that, or what I was saying to her wasn't matching my symptoms. And I didn't know I had PTSD until then. I was diagnosed with it. It was very helpful, and when I started getting involved, I found out there was tens of thousands of men running around that have never come forward and aren't getting help, and they're committing suicide. I tried to commit suicide 6 times.
And that was partly how she picked up on this, because she had heard about it many times.
Well, yeah, she works at the VA. And the VA actually sees 5 to 1. And what I mean by 5 to 1, it sees 5 PTSD that are related to rape to 1 combat. It's quite high numbers, and people have no idea and don't realize it. And we made the movie to get the word out to the general public, and also to let the men know that it's safe to come forward. There is more than they think of. Well, I went 30 years thinking I was the only guy.
And you've come to find out there are more or as many men who have been raped in the military as women?
Out of the 26,000, 14,000 are men.
Oh, wow.
And nobody wants to tell us, not even Congress. When you hear Congress talking about it, they act like it's a women's issue. It's not a women or a man's issue. It's a human rights issue. And we're trying to get that across to everybody, and stop forgetting about the men, because there's not a lot of programs out there for men.
So one of the themes in the video that was amazing to me is how unresponsive the military was, especially used to be, and sounds like still is to this when it happens. Jerry Lynn?
Well, when you're dealing with a system that is a closed system, be it the military, the Boy Scouts, or the Catholic Church, there's no transparency. And when there is no transparency, there are no checks and balances. And so what we are supporting is the STOP Act. We're wanting this issue to be taken out of the chain of command so that there will be civilian oversight in order for for perpetrators to be prosecuted.
Because there's not a high percentage of rapists in the military, but an average rapist, according to the APA, does about 300 to 600 rapes in their lifetime. So these are people that, if you don't put them in jail, they keep perpetrating. Okay, and they perpetrate because they're sick individuals, and there's, as what I hear from all sources, that there's no cure for these people. We need to take these people off the streets and lock them up, because if someone's going to keep doing that, it's creating there's so many rapes in the military that it's actually creating a national security problem. I mean, this is affecting us. We can't go to war when there's that many rapes in our military, with people that are scared to death that someone else is going to rape them. Mm-hmm. We have a website. It's called justicedeniedmovie.com. You can see the trailer there. We're going to be posting dates there. We're in the infancy now, getting the movie out. So we're going to post on our site where you can see the movie, and eventually where you can buy a DVD of it.
What I would like people to know is the first and foremost, come forward. Tell someone that you trust. Tell a friend. Tell your partner, tell your significant other. It's very important for you to come forward.
Don't become
That's
a
the
statistic.
Beginning.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't become a statistic. There are too many suicides. So come forward.
It breaks our hearts.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for listening.
By the way, I didn't want to leave out my own personal hero in life and in the film world, who is my connection to this project, and that is Michael Miller. And you want to tell us what Michael Miller's involvement was?
Michael L. Miller from 9 Point Productions was the perfect person for me to seek out to partner with to do this film. Michael is a veteran, a caring person, and I thought he would be the best person to speak to the men about this particular issue. And so Michael and I have been working together for about 1.5 years now. He is the director and co-producer, and I am the producer and co-director. So we are a team in getting this story out so that the public can hear it and help us make some changes. Thank you so much.
And Michael was the person who took this story immediately. There was no doubt in his mind when he heard all the numbers and everything else. We said, we're making this movie. And we did right from that point.